So, in meeting this version of myself, I am learning to be tender with myself, give myself grace, love on myself, don't deny myself any pleasure, and not shame myself. I remember being called like grown a lot, and or fast-tailed, and that's been coming up a lot lately because it was like I turned 40 a few weeks ago, and I started to look at myself in the mirror, and I realized that although I like always march to the beat of my own drum, and I had to practice learning how to stand tall and just walking with my head up, and I've been told that my walk is crazy, like, and it is, because my modeling coach told me that this world is my runway. But being so confident, I know that I felt a great amount of shame for having such confidence, because the adults around me, especially in my family, it was mainly my family, they didn't like that about me. The line always comes to my head from Eve's song Love is Blind, when she said slaps you down because he said you was too tall for him. Like, I feel like that goes beyond relationships, like intimate relationships. Your family could be like that to you, your friends could be like that to you. And it was like having boobs at like 7 and being the same height since the 3rd grade. I'm 5'8" and 3/4. I've been that height since the 3rd grade. I never ever looked like a child. Maybe when I was like 7, but by the time I was like 19 years old, I looked and I acted much older than a lot of my peers, and adults call me grown, and adults make comments about me. And as somebody that experienced sexual abuse at a young age, and by the hands of family members, you're calling me fast and you're calling me grown, but why nobody checking a person that is passing this sickness and these illnesses through the family? Because I'm sure it was probably done to you, or probably done to a sibling, or probably done to your mom, or probably done to your dad. Like, and growing up in a family that on both sides, it's like swept shit under the rug. Like, it was just always like, it was frustrating to me and very like mind-boggling, because even though I was like a kid, like physical, like on a soul level, and just like, yeah, on a soul level, I was like, this shit is not okay. Like, why am I being treated poorly for the actions and the sins, like, of the people that's responsible for me? Like, I want to say, does that make sense so bad? Like, but I'm learning how to not say that, because I know y'all know what I'm saying. I know, even if it's like a little scattered, I know y'all know what I'm saying. But when you grow up like that, like, when adults are so quick to shame you, and like more specifically, especially women, like we are so quick to call another female a hoe. Like, we are so quick, older women are so quick to call younger girls like, you fast, you grown, like, you don't need, like, am I? Like, and if I am, like, how did I get to this point? Did I have to grow up fast? Was I like a co-parent in the household? Did a grown-ass person like touch and do shit to me and awaken something in me that wasn't even my choice? Like, you ain't even giving me that choice, but you come over here fucking with me. Now I'm struggling and I'm conflicted by these emotions. Like, you get me? Like, I'm working through all of that shit, and I'm working through learning how to forgive myself and say, like, man, first of all, fuck them, because they don't forgive them, because they don't know not what they do, but fuck them. Like, they don't even know any better, but there's this part of me, like, that felt like that's working through feeling like guilty for feeling good about myself, guilty sometimes, or even shame for self-pleasuring, guilty and ashamed sometimes for like just, in moments with my wife, just like having outer body experiences and then like like feeling so disgusted afterwards because it was like being over sexualized, even when you're just being a kid. You're just trying to exist, you're just trying to play with your peers, but you don't look like a kid, so they're not treating you like a kid. I hope that, even if it's all over the place, I hope it's, it flows, because I feel like that's why a lot of women are like backed up and so reserved and so afraid, because even if they don't experience like a physical aspect of it or like abuse, like, it's just, we live in a society where, you have to be like a certain type of way, you have to be modest. If you decide that, you want to wear revealing clothes, and that's just because that's something that you're comfortable with, because you're comfortable and you love your body, like you're treated bad, you talk shit, people talk shit, or like men think they can touch you, or women that are not comfortable in their body, or women that's not on the same wave as you and don't understand, like you celebrating your body, like they judge you. It's very uncomfortable, but it's a very freeing thing to learn how to feel comfortable in your own body, in your vessel. Having a dad who was, for lack of a better word, very inappropriate and very unorthodox, and then having a mom who, she never really saw herself as beautiful. I think that she kind of just locked in on parenting and like kind of stayed there, and didn't see herself outside of raising us. I don't want to be that way. I want to be Natasha, first, like woman first, then mom, then wife. Like, I gotta come first, and I've been feeling that a lot. Like, even you looking at my beautiful family, my wife and my son, sometimes I'll be like, I just want to get away and like just go be free. And I know y'all moms get it. Like, you build a beautiful life for yourself, but there's a part of you that's like, especially when you're still doing work, you're like, I need more. I want time with myself. I gotta find that time for myself. I gotta create that time for myself to love on myself. I love spending time by myself. That's why I like to wake up before my family get up and just be alone, or if they're asleep, when it's like late, be to myself. And if at some point myself be like, it's time to get it on with thyself, yes, I do that. I do it as many times as I need to. And sometimes I speak things, I manifest things while it's happening, because why not, and I'm learning how to feel like afterwards, and not feeling an ounce of guilt. I promise you, I sleep so good. And it's like, I say to myself, had I known this, I know things happen for a reason. I know my story is the way that it is, for a reason. But had I known that back then, I could have saved some numbers. I could take some numbers back, because all I needed to do was self-pleasure, But, back then, it was just an itch that needed to be scratched. And I thought I could find that in a man. And I realized, like, it's me. It's me. I can scratch my own itch, So, yeah. I'm just learning to say it's okay. It's okay. You did your best, and like, you are not even that person anymore, but love those versions of yourself, because they were doing their best. when I would realize certain things that I did was like not appropriate, I would be so ashamed and I would feel so bad, and I'd be like, oh, that's probably why, you know, this was being said about me, and da-da-da. And then it's like, okay, all right, you learned your lesson. Like, don't allow nobody to crucify you anymore. Like, it's okay, you know. But yeah, I don't want to drag this out anymore. But that was just on my heart, like seeing myself as this beautiful person, and always knowing that about myself. But just being, when you're surrounded by people that try to humble you, like, you know, and now I just, and I can read energy, so when I pick up on somebody, like, they don't like you, friend, like, I get the fuck up out of there, because no, absolutely not, like, no. This probably was all over the place, but this is just the oldest daughter letting it out, like feeling her feels and finally feeling seen, you know, heard, and not feeling like I need to go scurry and hide and let me find somebody to take care of instead of, you know, taking care of myself. So yeah, happy 40th birthday, Natasha. Happy 40th solar return in this lifetime, even though I know you're such an old soul. That's why you don't be beat for shit. Peace.
Coordinator for Safe Haven Program for the Office on Youth, Miss Natasha. Beautiful. Working, Tasha. She said she's not new to this. She is true to this. Get it, Miss Tasha. Give it to them one more time. Work them one way. One more time. One more time. Give it up for Miss Tasha, ladies and gentlemen. Go, girl.